this. With that being said, is there anything that you want to address or anything that you want to say based on what I have spoken of?
Well, first off, thank you, Councilman. And whether or not I need your vote or not, I wanted to earn it, as I think this is an issue that, if possible, should be all council members unified, because I think it is a really important issue for our community. And obviously, we'd be open to any transparency, conflict of interest language. Most of those things are in place in our operation anyway. But specifically what that language looks like, we'd be open to those kinds of amendments or whatever you'd like. Or as the process goes forward as a contract signing, I understand we could put that language in there. If that's not acceptable enough, I understand that. I mean, I respect the concerns you're bringing forward.
I don't mind that. So you have conflict of interest with your group. How do we incorporate that with folks in the city, either employed or appointed? That's, if we could somehow incorporate that to encompass employees or appointed or kin thereof, I'd be all for it.
When I served on the council, it was a different charter, and there used to be language in there specific to that. I don't know if there still is anymore. I should know as a resident, but I didn't follow the approved charter rewrite a few years ago. I don't know if there's ordinances or things of that nature, but anything like that could be written into the contract. If that's not acceptable by tonight's vote, I understand. Obviously, we'll be coming back here multiple times to kind of give updates, both in written and in person, and there may be a time to extend that. If we want to show you first, I respect that as well, and obviously I'll let Kelly answer. But I think the concerns you have are completely fine to be addressed. I don't specifically know how to do that in the language, but I think we could figure something out.
I'll just add, I think, to make it very easy and clear and transparent, having that language written in the RFP itself, so it's clear from the beginning, if you have that known conflict of interest, you are not eligible to apply. I think that's the easiest way, so everyone's on the same page from the very beginning. But I do agree with Jim. We also want to spell it out in the contract that we established with the City of Flint, because we want there to be trust, transparency, and confidence that we're giving these dollars to the people that we want to have them, and also keeping them out of the hands of folks that maybe should not, have that conflict of interest.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like the floor in the first round of discussion?
Madam Chair.
Councilwoman Burns.
Thank you. Thank you for meeting with me, because you cannot, as big as this problem is, we cannot do it with a total of 8 minutes to discuss it. It's just not an adequate amount of time. I have been very adamant of having a comprehensive public safety plan with a comprehensive opioid plan. So for me, I have been researching this for a couple of years, and to see your plan is comprehensive. And I don't know if you haven't researched it, but when I was speaking with former Senator, and I guess you'll always be a senator, right? So speaking with you, and we realized that it was some of the same research I have had that was some of the same places, which really speaks to intervention, prevention, dealing with the family, all of and some call it pillars. And then we talked about the Portland, Oregon program Cahoots, and how they don't send out the police because with their data, they send out a medic, a social worker, and a therapist. And then it also helps with the police department, because they're usually the first ones on the call. And so I have been researching this for a couple of years. And so and thank you, I'm gonna read this book. You may not like it when you get it back, because I do dog ear books, because I like books. But I think this is important. I am with Councilman Pfeiffer when he says making sure that it's with an agency that has a proven track record. And the agencies that you're using, that we did go through, have a record, and they're in our community. I do not want these funds to be a slush fund for our opioid dollars to be used haphazardly for campaigning, and it has been. These dollars should be used to prevent intervention, continued education for this community with drug addiction, and it has not been that. You do work with Shebra, both of you, and have a good relationship from our public health office. But our public health office lacks the capacity and the talent to do what you can do. You're doing it. And you're working in the jails. You're working with Insight, other programs, RISE. And so when you're already in there, this is not a, I'm going to start up an organization, I'm going to become a drug rehab. No, it's not. No, we are not in these times. These people have serious drug addictions. And so
got so many emails today. The time is now 5 o'clock, and I hereby call this meeting of the Finance Committee of the Flint City Council to order. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mr. El-Alamin?
Present.
Dr. Lewis is not in. Ms. Johnson is not in. Ms. Priestley?
Present.
Ms. Winfrey-Carter is not in. Ms. Burns is not in. Ms. Mushatt?
Present.
Mr. Pfeiffer is not in. Mr. Jarrett? Present. You have 4 members present.
We have 4 members present. However, there are 2 additional members located in the chamber, Madam Clerks. So we have,
Madam Chair,
yes.
this has been one of those issues that was addressed by legal opinion. However, a quorum has to be established. The rule speaks to a quorum being broken. So until the members sit in their seats.
Okay.
Thank you.
There we go. Do we need to do another roll call, Madam Clerk?
Yeah, that would be my
Okay.
preference. Time is 5:01 p.m. Mr. El-Alamin? Dr. Lewis is not in. Ms. Johnson?
Present.
Ms. Priestley?
Present.
Ms. Winfrey-Carter is not in. Ms. Burns?
Present.
Ms. Mushatt? Mr. Pfeiffer is not in. Mr. Jarrett? You have 6 members present.
We have 6 members present. Reading of disorderly persons, City Code subsection, any person that persists in disrupting this meeting will be in violation of Flint City Code Section 3110, disorderly conduct, assault and battery, and disorderly persons, and will be subject to arrest for misdemeanor. Any person who prevents the peaceful and orderly conduct of any meeting will be given 1 warning. If they persist in disrupting that meeting, that individual will be subject to arrest. Violators will be removed from the meeting. Are there any agenda changes or additions?
Madam Chair?
Yes.
I have 2 add-on resolutions. The first is addressing resolution on your agenda 250370, first quarter budget amendment. The administration. Okay. The first has to do with resolution 250370-T, the first quarter budget amendment. The administration reached out, and the version that we have on your agenda is not the correct version. So I have a substitute. So what I'm asking the council to do is separate 370 and drop it, and we'll just add this additional one.
Okay, so this will be add-on 1?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll add on number 1.
I have it.
And you said you had 2?
And the second is a resolution to do all things necessary to test the air quality for mold and other hazards within the Flint Police Department building. And that will be add-on number 2.
Okay.
And it is being presented by 6th Ward Councilmember Burns. And the staff is handing out both copies right now.
Okay, that will be added without objection. Are there any other agenda? It was a resolution to test the air quality in the police department, but per Ms. Burns. That was a resolution for her. Okay, it is now time for public comment. Members of the public who wish to address the City Council or its committees must register before the meeting begins. A box will be placed at the entrance to the council chambers for collection of registrations. No additional speakers or slips will be accepted after the meeting begins. Members of the public shall have no more than 3 minutes per speaker during public comment, with only 1 speaking opportunity per speaker. Madam Clerk, who is our first public speaker?
The first speaker is Brenda Anderson.
Can you speak closer to the mic? It's hard to hear you. Thank you.
Okay. Due to the rise of community violence, seniors don't leave their homes except for doctor appointments, grocery shopping, visiting the drugstore, or church. There are not many places that's available for seniors to feel welcome, comfortable, or safe. McKinley Senior Center gives our senior population a place where they can feel safe, comfortable, among their peers. Senior centers benefit the elderly by promoting social connection. They combat loneliness by offering social activities and casual gatherings, which reduce social isolation and the risk of experiencing depression. Senior centers are a community within a community. It's a space where new friendships are formed and gives seniors a sense of belonging, which is critical for our mental well-being. The educational workshops, cognitive games, programs like art projects and crafts help to stimulate the mind and help to prevent mental decline. At McKinley Senior Center, they provide outreach programs, resource services to seniors and others in the community. Through education that helps to keep them healthy and safe, the demographic area of McKinley Senior Center are not always privileged to social programs and service in the immediate community. Many nonprofit organizations and community organizations have a tendency to focus on the north side area of Flint, leaving other areas of the community lacking in support, resources, and services. McKinley Senior Center Director had the foresight and opportunity to bridge the gap in these services by asking Motivated by Faith to provide needed support for the seniors. Motivated by Faith has provided education awareness support to seniors and the disabled on the first Thursday every month from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. since July 2025 on human trafficking, particularly benefits trafficking, where seniors are exploited by predators. Motivated by Faith on the second Thursday every month from 1:30 to 2:30 since July 2025 provides sexual trauma and violence outreach groups for those seniors who may not have a support system where they can share their experience and know that they're not alone. Motivated Faith on the third Thursday provide mental health outreach groups so seniors have someone to talk to and share their experience with and have a safe space to discuss. Many seniors are breadwinners of their families, often are raising grandchildren. Motivated by Faith provided tennis shoes giveaway at McKinley Center on September 27, 2025, where 40% of the participants were seniors.
Hold on, ma'am. While we were messing with her mic, did the clock ever stop? Okay, we're going to give her 30 more seconds because that's what she started at 2:33.
Okay, I'll speed it up.
Okay, you've got 30 more seconds.
Okay, at the giveaway, 40% of the seniors had grandchildren with them. This coming Saturday, we're giving a boot giveaway for seniors and their family members so their kids can be safe during the harsh winter month. In December, we're doing a presentation with the CREAM, all focused on senior citizens. McKinley Center has provided programs and event activities designed to protect seniors' health and safety while providing resource information connection for those in service.
Thank you.
Next speaker is Stanley Wood.
Shout out to the bad kids on the bus back there I'm sitting with tonight. The resolution 250365, I'm assuming that was bidded out to hopefully multiple places, but I have a concern about doing business with a crooked company like LaFontaine Auto Group. If any of you guys have paid attention to the news, the state just shut down some of their dealerships for selling used cars as new cars. I think I would want to distance myself from a company like that. And then 250371, the reallocation of funds from ARPA category to city council or city ward priorities. We've been asking a million times how much money is left in the ARPA funds. Somebody has went through and done some very good work on that, and I'm actually going through verifying it right now. And when you look at all the motions and resolutions that have been put through, out of the 94 million, it's all been allotted for based on those resolutions, and another almost 9 million more than that. So I question what we really have left in the ARPA funds. Madam Clerk, I want to thank you for clearing up the quorum. I was going to bring that up, but you brought it up. So, and then to the Madam Clerk Secretary, I do like the idea of what you're writing down the times that the people show up that aren't here at the beginning of the meeting. It's making it easier for my report that I'm doing. Madam Clerk, thank you for fulfilling my request for an appointment with you. I look forward to talking with you. Residency, I mean, we covered this over and over. I just had 2 news outlets in the last 2 days reach out to me, one from Flint area and one from the Detroit area. Both of them wanted some questions answered about Leon's residency. He's made it pretty easy with all the paper trail for his. So Leon, your facade is crumbling. And if anybody's not busy, at 9 p.m. tonight on the Flint Urban News Station YouTube channel, there's going to be a special called Surviving Leon. Victim recounts chilling encounters with him. And then the last thing I want to do is, and I'm going to send this to you guys, in talking with my attorney, we went over HIPAA violations and what truly are HIPAA violations. And I can tell you based on this, and I'm going to send to you guys, the common lay person, even in a public forum, is not required to adhere to the HIPAA standards.
The next speaker is Arthur Woodson.
Hello, everyone. Man, Jonathan, I'm jealous of you, man. You just had a bald head and you had hair back already, man. Damn, that's something different. I can't even grow mine. Hey, Clyde, City Administrator Clyde Edwards, I'm gonna have to talk about you today. You know I love you to death, man. But I'm gonna have to talk about you today. DPW, Deputy DPW, he just got here in August and he's leaving already. He ain't ever, y'all don't know him because he never came to a council meeting because he lives in Canada and he leaves Flint at 3 o'clock so he can beat the traffic back to Wisner, Canada. I seen a post for the deputy position. What is going on with the DPW? Man, Mr. Miller was here, man. That's the only DPW person I didn't argue with. Never. I would write an email to Eagle. Eagle say something to him, and he would come to my email and say, just reach out to me if you have an issue, and we can talk about it and discuss it and work it out that way. That was the only DPW person that really I felt that he had the best interest of Flint. The water has improved tremendously, but our pipes are still messed up. Our water isn't safe, man. I don't care what nobody say. Our water is not safe. You still smells. Some areas are still brown. And I don't believe they testing it, the LCR sampling, doing it correctly. Because I saw a Flint Township zip code, even though they say it's Flint. They say it's Flint, but I don't believe they are sampling it right, because On the sampling, I saw a lot of 407s, 406. I didn't see that many 405, 505s, 504s, and some 503s. I didn't see that many of them. Well, we don't get the addresses of where they testing, and all they test is 60 of them. So we need, would y'all please call City Administrator Clyde Edwards up and question him about the city DPW positions, because we need someone that has experience and knowledge of the water, so that we don't go backwards with our water distribution system and things work out right. Thank you.
The next speaker is Sarah Houston.
On October 31st, the mayor of Flint, Sheldon Neely, held a press conference titled "No Flint Resident Left Behind," with life-saving information for withholding of SNAP benefits for all the residents in Flint. And I was scrolling that day and I said, all Flint residents, no Flint residents left behind unless you're deaf, because there was no sign language interpreter there. I saw Ms. Johnson, Ms. Priestley, Ms. Mushatt sitting up there with the mayor, and nobody yet and still thought that a sign language interpreter might be needed for this life-saving information for deaf people. People want to think that closed captioning is enough, but I must let you know that closed captioning is not the same as ASL. ASL is a completely different language, and many deaf people are not well-versed in English because 85%, more than 85% of deaf children are born to hearing parents, therefore being deprived of language because parents are encouraged to assimilate deaf children instead of teaching them their natural sign language. That's called language deprivation. Please look it up. American Sign Language is the appropriate way to serve the deaf community, especially seeing how the State School for the Deaf is right here in this city, and many graduates have settled in this city over the years. It was an afterthought. Yes, you got it later. You added an interpreter on later, but that video also froze after 7 minutes, so yet and still the deaf community is without this knowledge. It is imperative that when someone calls for a press conference, they call for the sign language interpreter. They know how to do it. They prove that they did because they've gotten a sign language interpreter after the fact. But if you can call up everybody and say, let's meet up, you can call up the agency and say, let's have a sign language interpreter for this life-saving information for all residents of Flint, Michigan. Very disappointed. I've been coming out here for the past 2-3 months as faithfully as I can, to get out here to advocate for my people, and it ironically is falling on deaf ears. It's unfortunate, but I want you to know that it's very important that you get an on-site, live interpreter so that information isn't missed out on, because the afterwork, the afterthought that you thought you did to fix it, that didn't work either. So please, while you stand up there next to the mayor with this life-saving information, and he might have forgot, remind him, because I come up here for a reason. Thank you.
The next speaker is Diane Thornton.
Diane Thornton, 4th Ward. I am a member of the Color of Law Coalition, which is a group that is formed to help with the needs of the community. So right now our mission is to put together these book bags. Some of you, Tonya mentioned last week, they have for the homeless and the drug addictions. We are out passing them. The women that are involved in this group, collectively on our own, have put together nearly 50 backpacks that consist of hats, gloves, blankets, Narcan, snacks, toothbrushes, toothpaste, all the essentials that they can carry. What we're asking for is if any of the community are willing and able to help us continue with this, because the need is great. Walk downtown any time of the day. Walk down by the river. These people are out there with no coats, no hats, no gloves, nothing. So we took it upon ourselves to gather these items together, and we are out there handing them out. So if anyone is interested, we have a Facebook page, the Color of Law Coalition. We have an Amazon wish list, so you can donate that way if you'd like to purchase some, and then they can get to us and we can get them out to the community. We also, most of the members are here at council each and every week. Tonya Jones, Taylor Sampson, myself, Deborah Clark, Miss Burns, Shantae. So if you have any donations, you could bring them in, purchase some gloves or whatever, and we will pack the bags up as many as we can get. We can't sustain, continuing on our own funds to do this. So I'm asking for the public to help because it is a great need. Also, I have some flyers that have a contact number if you have any questions, that you could reach out to us if you do purchase some items that you want to donate, that we're more than willing to come and pick them up. So there again, like I said, we are out here in the community. We have handed out probably about 20 bags up to this point. We're also wanting to expand that into going out in the community with like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and drinks and tuna fish sandwiches, or that kind of thing. These people have nothing. You walk down and they ask, do you have a dollar that I can get a sandwich, or do you have any gloves? Thank you.
The final speaker for this meeting is Tonya Jones.
Good evening. I'm Tonya Jones. I'm here advocating for my son, D. Michael Edwards. My main concern is I'm thankful that someone's listening. The color of family, okay? I really want to say thank you that, we all come together and get out here and helping. Basically, when we out here going to the areas where we're going out here where it's broken, where people don't want to go. The point is, it's not about just giving a drive for just book bag giveaway. We're going like on Franklin Street, where I done went out for my own son, down on the east side where people don't want to go. So this is not like they give free food, just come get it. We're going where I know that these people out here suffering, they need a Narcan at the last minute. So Miss Beverly Biggs is part of the group also. She forgot, she was nervous. That's her first time being up here. And I just want to say thank you guys, because obviously someone's listening. If you just take, in the Bible, just one, 2 or more come together, and, somebody's going to be, it's going to be heard. And I want to tell you guys thank you for what you're doing, and I appreciate you. So God is good, and keep the faith. And if just somebody here, we just come together, it's going to be all right. Take care.
Thank you. It's now time for council response. Council members may respond once to all public speakers, only after all public speakers have spoken. An individual council member's response shall be limited to 2 minutes. Is there anyone who wishes to?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I do want to, because we all see what's going on with the federal government and SNAP benefits, and there seems to be a game of will they, won't they, is it actually going to happen? We had an opportunity to stand with Mayor Neely at a press conference when he announced the fact that, and which was something that we actually discussed during council. So we were trying to figure out what would happen with the residents who are receiving SNAP benefits, as well as with the residents who are finding themselves on this long-term furlough from work. And so as a result of that, residents who are already receiving SNAP benefits, now, I understand there are quite a few residents who might have been waiting for a determination. Unfortunately, this is only for residents who are already receiving SNAP benefits and residents who are furloughed by the federal government. So, once again, residents who are already receiving SNAP benefits and residents who are furloughed by the federal government can come down to the help desk at Flint City Hall and sign up for vouchers to help supplement what they may be facing as a loss as a result of their SNAP benefits not being given to them in whole for the month of November. So they can come down to the help desk at Flint City Hall. Our Office of Public Health will be handling those vouchers, so they can tell you where to go from there. And then also residents who are federal employees, and this particular announcement is only for residents who are federal employees impacted by the furlough. There has been a freeze on water shutoffs for those residents only who have been impacted by the federal government's massive layoff. So again, this second announcement is only for those who are currently impacted by the federal layoff. There is a freeze on water shutoffs. You can call the water department to get more information. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead, Ms. Burns.
Thank you, and thank you to everyone who is here. I do want to say, if you are in assistance, because a lot of people don't know, with the SNAP benefits. Today, St. Mark gave out food, but I want to give this. On Mondays, Bethel United Methodist Church gives out food. Get in line early. It starts at 9 a.m. On Tuesday, Asbury Methodist Church on Davison Road gives out food at 10 a.m. On Thursday, the R.L. Jones Center with Greater Holy Temple Church gives out food on Dorrit Highway. And then on Saturdays, Gloria Coles, Flint Public Library, that's when they will, well, I'm not going to say Gloria Coles, right? I know the other ones are help centers because I've worked them. There was a need that was really great today. I've never seen the line at St. Mark be so long to where it stayed wrapped around the corner to King's School. I've never seen it that long, and it stayed until the food ran out. So there is a great need. Also, I want to say to the Color of Law Coalition, good job speaking. There are some wonderful ladies who have a heart to serve. Debbie, Diane, Tonya, Beverly, Shantae, and I don't think I missed, and Taylor, who we meet quite often. But these ladies have been packing those bags and even giving out sleeping bags because in identifying the homeless who sleeps with the building. So kudos to you. I love working with you ladies. You are what resilience is and making sure no resident is left behind. And I appreciate what you ladies do because you making it happen with zero funds from anybody, but just the love of the community, and that's why I love y'all.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead.
Thank you. First, I would like to thank all the residents and all of the speakers. Ms. Sarah, thank you for bringing forth the information that you always bring to us, and let me let you know, it is not on deaf's ear. I'm assured, you know, that you have some council members that have been looking into what can be done. I also wanted to add to Councilwoman Burns' list of food distribution. I would like to let everyone know, in addition to the list that she just gave you, I know that the St. Luke New Life Center, they have a weekly food giveaway, and it's on Fridays, every Friday, and it starts at 10, but you want to line up early. There's a food giveaway as well as a clothing distribution. And it is open, and it's, you know, it's there until the food is gone. So add that to your list of places that you can come out and get food. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead. Dr.
Thank you. So I also want to let the residents know this evening that if you would like to know about the pantry listings, I have that here. So I will have the secretary put them on the back so you can take one for yourself and for your neighbors. We want to make sure that we have the supplies on deck. In addition to, there was another thing. Oh yeah, we are looking to host a listening session next Thursday at the Mays Center. And the listening session is about a school fighting ordinance. So if you have any questions or comments, we would love to see you there. We will be there to listen because we want to make sure that we're doing our part in curbing violence in our city. And this ordinance is one step in the right direction. They did it in the city of Grand Blanc and other municipalities, so we want to make sure that we have good legislation here. And we know that with this, it'll help us do a couple of things. I'm not going to just give it all out tonight, but one of the things is raise money so we can have youth services such as anger management classes and things like that. So this will be a self-supporting ordinance. So I'm looking forward to the ordinance meeting, which will be next week, and the flyers will be on Facebook, and we'll make sure that we get some out in the community. So thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out as well. Ms. Sarah Houston, I do apologize. Anything I attend, I'm going to try to make sure that the mayor knows that we need somebody who interprets sign language, so that I do apologize for. Also, street outreach also help people that is homeless as well. I can get you the number for that as well. And then on next Tuesday, Veterans Day, we are doing something at Sacred Heart where we're giving veterans something at the new center that they have at Sacred Heart on Stewart. So hopefully we'll see everybody that is a veteran next Tuesday on the 11th. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? I'm going to take just a minute and talk about the homelessness in our area. As people in the Fourth Ward know, there are many, many squatters in these abandoned homes. And today, as I was driving down Woodrow, I saw one actually start and go up in flames. It was fully engulfed before I could get the call to 911 through. And the people did get out, but what were they trying to do? Were they trying to cook? Were they trying to keep warm? It's only going to get worse. So I applaud you for doing what you're doing. And if you could get me the information, I'll put it on my Facebook page, and share your site. So, Chief Wiggins, I want you to know that we've got problems coming up on the Fourth Ward in particular. Thank you. It is now time for the consent agenda. I'll entertain a motion.
Madam Chair,
Go ahead.
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
There's a motion on the floor by the councilwoman in the 7th Ward to approve the consent agenda, or send the consent agenda to council.
No, send it to council, thank you.
Is there support? I'll support that. Is there any separation?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead.
I'd like to separate Resolution 250335-T, 250366-T, 250369-T, 250370-T, and as well as add-on 1 and 2.
Is there any other separations? Are there any other, excuse me? Are there any other? Yes. Ms. Burns. Yes. Absolutely. It's already separated. Oh, I thought you did. I circled that one. Okay. All right. So what I have right now as not separated is 250365, the purchase of 4 pickup trucks from LaFontaine. Make sure I get the numbers right. 250367, the grant acceptance of light equipment, obligate grant funding towards specified equipment. Pardon? Okay, that's separated. 250368, authorization grant site preparation for the Fire and Police Training Center. And those are the only two, so we only have 2 that are a part of the consent agenda. Do you want me to repeat those numbers again? Madam Clerk or Secretary? You got them? Okay. Is the clerk there? I can't see her. Okay, this is the roll call to send the consent agenda consisting of 250367 and 250368 to council.
Mr. El-Alamin is not in. Dr. Lewis?
Yes.
Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
Ms. Winfrey-Carter?
Yes.
Ms. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Mushatt? Yes. Mr. Pfeiffer is not in. Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
The vote is 7 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 7 yes, 0 no. Those will be sent to council. Okay, our first separation is, get back to 250335, application and proposed budget, senior millage funding, Genesee County McKinley Center. I'll entertain a motion.
Madam Chair,
Go ahead.
I make a motion to postpone indefinitely.
There's a motion on the floor to postpone indefinitely. Is there support? Is there support? It's been supported by the councilwoman in the 6th ward. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Dr. Lewis?
Yes.
Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Priestley?
Yes.
Ms. Winfrey-Carter?
Yes.
Yes.
Ms. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Mushatt?
Yes.
Mr. Pfeiffer is not in. Mr. Jarrett?
Yes.
Mr. El-Alamin is not in. The vote is 7 yes, 0 no.
The vote is 7 yes, 0 no. That has been postponed indefinitely. Our next resolution is 250365. I'll entertain a motion for that one.
Madam Chair.
Go ahead.
I'd like to send 250365 to council for approval.
There's been a motion on the floor by the councilwoman in the 6th ward to send 250365 to council. Is there support? It's been supported by the councilwoman in the 7th ward. Is there any discussion, Ms. Burns?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead. Is Ms. Blair here? Is Blair here?
If you can have Mr. Edwards. Or
Miss-
whoever, who's from Fleet, anyone from Fleet?
Mr. Moore is over Fleet. He's the supervisor of Fleet. Yes, he is. Yep. So, from somebody from administration who can address this resolution?
No, he doesn't.
I know.